Welcome, Children of the Night, back to another episode of the Infernal Archive. We got an exciting one for you. It's a contemporaneous review. Guy who directed Barbarian, fantastic movie. If you haven't seen it, came out 2-3 years ago now. It's not brand new, but it's something like that. Great fucking movie. Go see it. It's streaming on somewhere. Anyways, that guy who directed that, he was like hailed as the new wunderkind of horror. I don't know how old he is. He might be a 60-year-old man for all I know. He's back. He directed a movie called Weapons. Andrew, could you please read to us from the Scroll of Doom and give us a little IMDb blurb or whatever?
Yes. Let's see what they've prepared for me today. Weapons is a 2025 American horror mystery film written, produced, and directed by Zach Kreger. When all but one child from the same class mysteriously vanish on the same night at exactly the same time, a community is left questioning who or what is behind their disappearance.
And I'll say, the trailers for this movie, once again, we talked, I think, on the 28 Years Later episode, we were talking about trailers and just like, there needs to be like an award show for these things. Trailer for Weapons. I think the last time I had a feeling like this trailer gave me was the marketing for the Blair Witch. Like, the mystery is so captivating just from the, like, all you know from the trailers is like, on this night at this time of day, 17 kids ran into the night and they were all in the same classroom and then they never came back. And that's the trailer. That's all the marketing I've seen has been kind of like that. Anyways, like, banger marketing. Good job to whoever did that. We're gonna go check it out and then we'll give you our thoughts when we're back.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
And Children of the Night, we are back. We just saw Weapons from 2025, directed by Zach Kreger. Zach Kreger. Andrew, tell me what you thought.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Very much reminded me of the previous film that we both have seen, Barbarian, of his. Definitely a fun blend of jump scare and some graphic, violent horror type stuff.
Oh yeah.
And just unsettling, a few unsettling imagery and comedy. Lots of notes of comedy in this, which I personally really appreciated. I busted a gut pretty good at the one scene near the end.
The theater was laughing pretty good at the ending.
Yeah. So overall, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I liked how the story kind of unfolded. With we get the different perspectives and we see like different pieces of the same period of time. I thought that was pretty effective. I really like the cinematography overall. Some cool, effective. What's the word? Like, just it's done in other films for sure, but I really noticed it being utilized well in this one. With like character look around a corner and the camera slowly following, and it'll shift perspective from like over their shoulder following to then first person following. And I thought it was just a really effective tool for building that suspense and built up to a couple good. There were a couple good jump scares that got me too.
I think I want to say every jump scare was like a pan jump. No, that's not true. They had a couple of those. If you've seen Mama, which is a film that haunts me every night, every fucking night. If you've seen Mama, there's a scene in that movie where you, like, once she's revealed or whatever, there's a scene when she's, like, standing way far away at the end of a hallway, and she's just, like, chilling, and you're like, okay, that's creepy, but whatever. Then it just, like, she books it towards the camera, and there's nothing, like, exactly the same, but there's shots that are, like, reminiscent of that, and I think it's awesome. Like, Get Out had...
Yes.
If you've seen Get Out, there's the scene when the guy's running through the yard towards the main character, and stuff like that, that's, like, unnerving in that way, where you're like, why is this person doing this? Like, so like,
lots of people moving in a way that's like, I can tell they're people, but it's a weird,
they're awkward, like almost doing a Naruto run, but not quite. It's
not
like
quite.
T-pose almost. But.
And just also just like moving and talking and facial expressions that are just like slightly like uncanny valley that you can tell it's off, but so that was good. Good acting, good I really like seeing, I don't know the actress's name, but she's from Ozark, Ruth in Ozark.
Yeah,
who played the female lead.
Fuck. She was just Silver Surfer in the new Fantastic Four movie. She's so good. Anybody remember her name off the top of your head? Julia Garner. Thank you so much.
Julia Garner. She's awesome. Yeah.
I
love seeing her getting more roles and doing well. And
I wish this was a good role for her too. That's a
really
fucking
good
thing to shout out. Actually, the writing for her in particular was fucking awesome. Like, I don't think I've seen a character like that, like this brash young teacher that like doesn't give a fuck and is like, what? I really liked her character. Like
Same
at
here,
the beginning, you don't get much from her because she's shocked from this scenario that's happening on, and then in the next scene when she's interacting with, I think it's the therapist from the school that she works at. Then all of a sudden you get this like all this flavor and all like what she's all about, and then she goes to the liquor store and she gets like 2 huge bottles of vodka and like I don't know, she just was like a very intriguing character. I whoever did her, well, obviously Zach Kreger did her writing, but I just thought she was very well characterized.
Very well done. And also a thing I have to shout out because it seemed so fucking odd to me when we went to book the tickets for this. The show time was 2:17. I'm like, who the fuck? How is there a movie that starts at 2:17? That's got to be a typo. It's so weird. And then it's not much of a spoiler, but that's the time in the movie that all the 2:17 is when all the kids suddenly leave their house. Yeah. And so like the second it's like 30 seconds into the film, it establishes that, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
You and I had the exact same reaction. I bet we were on opposite sides of like where we were sitting, but I bet both of us were like, that's why. Yeah. And anyways, I was like, fuck, that's really fucking cool. I wish people would do, like, it's a gimmick, but it's awesome. Like, I wish that's
it's so subtle, right?
How to do gimmicks right, like that. Do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the first showing on the opening day is 2:17.
It's like having a Halloween movie come out on Halloween. It's a little thing, but it's like, this is better this way. It should be this way.
Adds to the ambiance. Yeah, totally. I don't know. I overall I think it worked for me. I know a couple of the people we went with said that it maybe dragged a little bit in the middle. I didn't find that, but I just overall I think it's an easy one I could recommend, especially seeing in a group, just because there's so many big reactions. There's some good jump scares. There's some good comedy. Mystery is a little bit lofty, I would say. I mean, I don't think it's much of a mystery in terms of the overall film. That would be my biggest criticism is it's kind of going for this not whodunit but mystery thing that kind of reveals pretty early what the mystery is, more or less. So it didn't not work for me, but I can see how that would maybe take away for some people.
Yeah, I left. I'll say this. I'll start with the positives that I have of this film. Is like, I thought it was a really original idea, which I really appreciate. Like, I harp on that all the time. Is like, I think one of the most important things to me in films is like just originality. Like Clown in the Cornfield is the opposite of this. That is the most unoriginal piece of shit I've ever seen. So like this skyrockets above that in terms of like just the idea, whatever. I think my biggest issue, and I'll say this, the movie's a ton of fun. Like you said, like you're laughing, there's some jump scares, there's like enough tension there, there's like a little bit of mystery at the beginning. So it's like, I think it's a good time at the theater. Probably. Like, I don't think anybody would have a bad time at the theater seeing this film, especially like if you stick with it till the end. The ending is so bombastic that like, even if you feel the way I do, it's like you don't I don't regret going to see it in theater. So like,
that's something at least,
for what
right?
that's worth. Yeah. For me, like the chief issues, you sort of brought it up already. I love minimalism in film, to be fair. So these are going to be like personal things for me, but it's like I love minimalism, I love mystery. Like I said, I was so intrigued by the marketing of this movie. And I was like, that's just such a horrifying idea. Like 17 kids disappear, you have no fucking idea what happened. They left. Like we saw, like they're on Ring cameras. You see them leave. It's not like somebody kidnapped them. That's not what happened. They left of their own accord. So that idea is so awesome. And I don't want to spoil the film, so I'm not going to like reveal what happens or anything, but at a certain point, maybe halfway through, maybe a little bit before halfway through, they sort of reveal
the major part of that.
what the thing is, why these kids all left in the middle of the night. And I liked it. I like it conceptually. Like I have nothing against the idea, but like we were talking a little bit about Barbarian, and I was thinking back to that, and I've only seen Barbarian once, to be fair, but I remember just adoring Barbarian. And I think one of the things it did really well was the way it was paced. It was like, you're so confused as to what's going on in that film, and you're like, why is it this way? Who is this random guy I'm following in a car now, and why did we cut away to this guy? He's going grocery shopping. What the fuck is it? Like, that film keeps you so on edge with not having information. And then finally when you saw it, you're like, okay, this is what's going on. And it never like, I don't know if it does eventually, but like it lets you kind of be like, I think this is what's going on, but heaven, like, please let this not be what's fucking going on. In Barbarian, it kind of lets you build up that dread in your own body. And then, yeah, then they get to the big reveal at the end, and then the movie just is a fucking adrenaline roller coaster ride, and it's very, very entertaining. I remember really enjoying Barbarian. I don't feel that this film was paced as excellently. They do this thing where they do, not anecdotes, what's the word I'm looking for when you show...
They show threads. They show threads of the same story, different points of view. So it starts from the teacher's point of view, and then there's like missing spots, and then we jump to a police officer's point of view, or one of the kids.
Well, I think Josh Brolin first, right? Garner, then it's Brolin, and then
exactly. The point is, we jump around. There's a few key characters, and we kind of jump around until the final thing we get is
you come back
is full circle, and we get the whole story, what happened from the one perspective, and then those two perspectives kind of him, and then the two protagonists meet at the end, and then we tell the rest of the thread of the story from that point on.
And so like I think everything they established when they followed a different character that wasn't Julia Garner, that wasn't Julia Garner, it wasn't Josh Brolin, because I found their dynamic when they finally got together. I was like, I love this dynamic.
That was awesome.
This is the teacher who was teaching the kids when they all disappeared. This is a parent of one of the kids. This guy obviously thinks that she's fucking in on it somehow. And then when they finally do get together, and it's like they have mutual understanding.
Yeah, there's an interaction that happens where it's like, it's clear, okay, it's probably not her.
It's not a buddy cop dynamic, but I'll just use that word. But the little duo they have was very entertaining, and I really liked that.
You know what? But sorry to cut you off. You know what it really reminded me of? It reminded me a lot of the dynamic in 3 Billboards Outside Mississippi with Ebbing, Missouri. That's what I meant. Jesus, snag on my part. It was between I forget the lead actress in that one, but her and Sam Rockwell. Dynamic,
totally.
It reminded me a lot of that dynamic.
Kind of opposites, but like have enough in common and are 100%. Like they're not as hickey as in Ebbing, Missouri, but I totally feel that. Like it's two people you like seeing interact with each other. So I really like that, and I can't help but think that the film would have been really good had we just followed them the whole time. Like, I really like their characters. Their characters were really well fleshed out. Alden Ehrenreich's in this movie, and I really like him. The more I watch that Solo movie, the more I've gotten very warm towards him.
Who's he again?
He plays Solo in like the Solo movie.
So who's he in this film?
He's the cop.
Oh, that's the cop. Okay, yeah.
So we follow him, and I like him. But I was like, what is this? I got through his whole thing, and I'm like, what did that present? Like, what did that show me? Like, could this not have been presented, like, not this way? Like, did I have to leave my leads for this? And, like, this is the reveal? Like, I don't... Okay, like, we couldn't have done this in another fashion. It basically what it did for me is that it sort of slowed down the pacing to a point, and the mystery was also already revealed. Like, they show you how the mystery works. Like, there's how the logic kind of works with the counselor, and then I'm like, okay, this is how this works. I get it. And then they sort of just like repeat it 3 times, and it's like, I got it, I get it, I saw the thing. You don't need to throw me 3 times or whatever. So it slowed down for me. So then I was getting a little bored, and I'm like, okay, where are we going? And then it got to the ending, and then the ending ramped right back up again, and then I was super invested in the ending. And then, like you said, unluckily for me, another thing I harp on all the time in the show is, like, I really like films that have a thesis statement and are consistent with the thesis statement. And the beginning of this movie, like I said, to me, the idea of it is so chilling that I wish that I had maintained that feeling and that mystery all the way to the end. Like, that's the movie I wanted.
I feel like it did that, though, to a degree. Like,
not for me personally.
The very ending is very much like, we have closure, but it's also like, yeah, but everyone's still pretty fucked up, and we still don't know really fully what happened, and there's no closure for the characters in the film. There's very little closure. I found the ending itself, like, we know why this all happened, but everyone's still fucked up. And
no, I like if you write down the ending, like, I like what happens in the ending, like the end ending. but it's the lead. It's like basically all the comedy. Like for me, just like
Yeah,
I didn't laugh. I like they had there's one scene, I don't want to ruin it, whatever, because I think it's the best piece of slapstick in the whole movie, so I'm not gonna ruin it for you. But it's like it's just like it's a moment where I'm like, oh, this is slapstick. Like now we're doing slapstick comedy now. Like we're not, and it's like any momentum or any dread or any sort of like horrific or mysterious or any of those feelings that had been built up were just very swiftly washed away at the end. And for me, like my own personal engagement with horror is I want those feelings right till the end. I want to leave the theater feeling dreadful or feeling scared or feeling whatever the feeling is. Like as long as it's a consistent thing. It's sort of like another really bad take I have is I don't like From Dusk Till Dawn. I never have, and I've watched the movie many times because like the turn that happens
that says everything we need to know.
Yeah, the turn that happens in that film just doesn't work for me. Like I'm just like okay, we're watching a different movie now. Like I don't.
Some people like fun, and other people are miserable assholes. I guess I don't know.
How about another joke, Murray?
No, I think we've had enough of your jokes.
What do you get
I don't think so.
when you cross
I think
a
we're
mentally
done
ill
with your
loner
jokes.
with
That's
a
it.
society that abandons him and treats him like trash?
Call the police,
I'll
Gene.
tell you what you get.
Call the police.
You get what you fucking deserve.
When it comes to horror, I'm a miserable asshole. I won't deny it. Like,
I'm just kidding.
I kind of like I got the stuff I like, I guess is the way to say it. But yeah, like it lost me at the end. It didn't get me back. And then I was like, okay, that's the thing. It's like you said. I think a good way to put it is like, I would never not tell anyone to see this film. Like I said, it is a fun time in the theater. Absolutely. I don't think you can deny that. But it just wasn't not my kind of thing. Like it wasn't for me, but I would never, if this was somebody's favorite movie, I'd be like, I get it. Like there's so much in this film that you could latch onto and love. But like my favorite part of the movie, it's actually kind of like Long Legs, to bring back another film we've seen. It's like, I love the beginning. It's never as good as the beginning. I never felt the beginning again throughout the runtime.
I definitely liked Long Legs more upon watching it again, knowing what I was getting into. I liked it more. It's still a lot of the criticisms kind of that we had held true for me there too. But with this one, I'm kind of on the opposite side of the fence. I would highly recommend this for people to go see. And to your point about you want those feelings of dread to build up, I kind of liked that it was like you had all these feelings of like pent up feelings, and it's like it could go dread, but it went like, okay, we're gonna have a laugh. It's gonna be this like satisfying like comedy, almost like revenge porn thing at the end, and I kind of like that. I feel like that was a satisfying. It's like when you're shaking up a bottle of champagne and the cork can either go off into whatever, or and the bubbles come out or not, and it's like either way. I don't know. Maybe that's a bad analogy, but like I liked that we got this.
I think it's a good analogy. Like I think it's just like different things, different strokes for different folks.
Totally,
like the thing that pops my bottle is dread.
Yeah.
The thing that pops other people's bottle is slapstick comedy. Like,
yeah,
that's the thing. And it's just like it didn't. Like I was over here with my bottle being like. And you were just like, this is the best fucking show ever. Like,
I didn't even think it was. I guess technically slapstick. I don't know. Because I typically don't like slapstick comedy, but
I would say hard. The thing is, I think it was well done slapstick. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
because
I mean,
it was.
I guess technically
it went
yeah.
against type, and it like. But there's a moment in this movie that's like, if you didn't laugh, you'd be fucking a sociopath. Like me, I didn't laugh because I didn't want it. But like. The thing is, like, if you just saw it out of context, how could you not laugh? Like, it was so fucking... It was... They shot it for laughs. There's no way...
For sure.
When they shot it on the day that they were like, everybody's gonna be fucking howling. They knew. Like...
Oh, it's like 28...
Obviously.
It's like 28 years with the fucking...
Weird shit. Yes, they knew.
Which we knew was... What now we know is a prosthetic.
Yes,
right?
they knew.
Yeah.
They did not know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we each gave it our score, and then we averaged it like we did with... what was it? Dangerous Animals?
Yeah.
We came out to a
10.5 out of 13.
Yeah, no, I forget again.
10.5 out of 13.
10.5 out of 13.
Like 80%.
Which I think is like an 80%. So pretty good fucking movie.
Yeah, I think overall it's we both agree. I would say fun theater experience. Go check it out if you like a fun time at the theater.
Thank you very much for joining us. Do you have any last thoughts or anything else?
Worth noting that the Rotten Tomato score is 96%.
Yep.
So
The critics fucking.
Yeah, they love this and Barbarian, and I think we know what side of the fence they stand on. So
That side.
yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for joining us on the Infernal Archive, and we will catch you next time.